Hello friends, I am Himanshu Gupta, third year undergraduate in Computer Science from Indian Institute of Indian Institute of Information Technology Nagpur. Today I will explain about mobile commerce and structure of mobile commerce. So in this topic I will explain about following points. What is mobile commerce? Application of mobile commerce, that is business to consumer application and business to business application. Structure of mobile commerce, advantage of mobile commerce, disadvantage of mobile commerce. Let's take one by one. First is about definition of mobile commerce. The mobile commerce is also known as m-commerce. M-commerce, it is the use of wireless handheld devices to conduct any type of business transactions. Business transactions. Here I have underlined two keywords, that is wireless handheld devices and second is business transactions. So business transactions means it includes buying and selling of goods, providing services, making payments and other financial transactions, etc. Second is wireless handheld device. Wireless handheld device are those devices that connect to wireless network and are capable of accessing, interacting and displaying information on screen. Its examples are cellular phones and smartphones, handheld computers and tablets, personal digital assistant. Also, m-commerce is the extension of e-commerce. Some of you already know, e-commerce is also used for business transactions. So here questions come: what is the difference between m-commerce and e-commerce? So major difference between m-commerce and e-commerce is that m-commerce need wireless network and it conducts only on wireless handheld devices and it needs no setup. It means that we can conduct m-commerce at any time anywhere, whereas e-commerce require proper setup of computers. Means that we cannot we cannot use we cannot use e-commerce at everywhere since it require proper setup. Now, application of m-commerce. M-commerce application can be broadly categorized into two. That first is business to consumer, second is business to business. So let's start first business to consumer, that is also called B2C. Business to consumer is the form of commerce in which products and services are sold by a business firm to consumers. Means if anyone if anyone want to buy a product, so he can buy that product only from a business firm. It includes business ticketing, business money transfer, content purchase and delivery, information services, mobile banking, mobile purchase, mobile marketing and advertisement, and location based services. So first start from mobile ticketing. So mobile ticketing is the process where customers can order, pay for, obtain and validate ticket from any location and at any time using mobile phones. Ticket can be booked and cancelled on mobile devices with the help of simple application downloads. Delivery of tickets to mobile phones can be done in the form of a SMS or a MMS. Mobile tickets can be purchased in a variety of ways including online, via text messaging or in secure mobile applications. Mobile tickets is included in many applications like airline ticket, cinema ticket, railway and bus ticketing, concert and event ticketing, consumer voucher distribution. Its example are Book My Show, IRCTC, Redbus, etc. Let's take one example. Let's take example of IRCTC. so I as you so IRCTC app is used for booking of ticket for railway. So if we want to book any ticket, we first go on IRCTC mobile app or IRCTC website. Here there we search for departure and arrival locations and then apply for ticket. So on booking a ticket we get e-copy of that ticket, that is by MMS, and we purchase that ticket or online. So mobile ticket can be purchased in a variety of including online. After that, mobile money transfer. Mobile money transfer refer to a payment service which are performed by using a mobile phone. By using this service, we can transfer money from one person to another by using a mobile phone. Example, here is the example of ICICI Bank. ICICI Bank has started IMPS, that is Interbank Mobile Payment Service. It is an interbank electronic instant money transfer service through mobile phones. So what is the service? Let you are a customer of ICICI Bank and you want to send money to any other person that is not a customer of ICICI Bank but other bank. So you can simply use this service and you can send instantly money using this service. Content purchase and delivery. Mobile content purchase and delivery mainly consist of sales of ringtones, wallpaper, game for mobile phones. The convergence of mobile phones, portable audio players, video player into a single device is increasing the purchase and delivery of full-length music, text, and video. The download speed available with 4G network make it possible to buy a movie on a mobile device in a couple of seconds. Its example are DJ Punjab, Google Play Store, Google Play Movie, etc. Let's example of DJ Punjab. So in DJ Punjab app, we just search for any music and we search for any music and we can simply buy that music or download in our and then can download in our mobiles. So it's very easy to purchase and delivery of that item. Here is music, it's simple, it's downloaded in a mobile in the way of delivery. Information services. A wide variety of information services can be delivered to mobile phones user in much the same way as they deliver to PCs. These services include newspapers, stock quotes, traffic reporting, sport scores. Its example is Times of India, Cricket Buzz, AccuWeathers, etc. Let's example of Cricket Buzz. Cricket Buzz. Let's example of Cricket Buzz. So in Crickbuzz we just go to on the Crickbuzz page and we can and there we can see the scores of cricket live. So it so we can say here if, so we can there we can see the score of cricket or any other games. So we can say it is has a wide variety of informations available that simply can be delivered on mobile phones using only wireless networks. Mobile banking. Mobile banking. Banks and other financial institutions use mobile commerce to allow their customer to access account information and make transactions such as purchasing stocks, remitting money transfer, and banks, etc. The mobile banking services include mini mobile statement, checking of account history, rechecking the checking the balance, recent transactions, pin provision, change of pin, reminder over the internet, and refund or so transfer funds. So here as this as digitalization in increasing rapidly, so you can see that every bank has started its own mobile banking app. So using that app we have no need to go to bank for any time. We can just transfer money from that bank on going then mobile app and entering the details of other person that to whom we want to send the money, and money is transferred simply. So it is the transfer of funds or transfer of money. On using that app we can also see the mini statement and checking of account history. Location based services. Location of mobile phone user is an important piece of information used during mobile commerce or m-commerce transactions. Knowing the location of user allow for location based services such as local discount offer, tracking and monitoring of people, online food delivery. As everything is going to be online, so just when we go when we go some when some when we go somewhere near to any restaurants and and restaurants, we can see that we get advertisement related to that restaurants and discount offer. So it all because of the locations of mobile phones. So using that mobile locations, we restaurants send the discount offer, and using that offer, using our location, we can get discount offer also. So it is beneficial for from the customer view and also from the business view. Mobile purchase. Catalog merchant can accept order from customers electronically via the customer's mobile devices. In some cases, merchant may even deliver the catalog electronically rather than mailing a paper catalog to customers. Consumer making mobile purchase can also receive value added upselling services and offers. Some merchants provide mobile websites that are customized for smaller screen and limited user interface of mobile devices. Examples are Flipkart, Amazon, etc. So in let's take example of Flipkart. So when we want to purchase anything, we just go to on Flipkart app, and on then just go to Flipkart app and we search for we can see 1,000 of items available on there. From those items we can select or desired item, and we can order online, or then that merchant related to that order accept that order accept that order and deliver that order, and the receipt of that order is sent to us by that mobile app or by email or SMS also. So here is we can say that we can purchase everything using our mobile phones through mobile through Flipkart, Amazon, etc. Mobile marketing and advertising. Companies have reported that they see better response from mobile marketing campaign than from traditional campaign. The primary reason for this is the instant nature of customer decision making that mobile app and website enable. Consumer can receive a marketing message or a discount coupon within a few seconds, make a decision to buy, or and go on to complete the sale without disrupting their current real world activities. So what is mobile marketing and advertising? So it simply is when we search anything on browser or any mobile app, we get some ads. The, that is nothing but that is the way of marketing of that product from that company. So when we see ad, sometimes we get interested and that ad, and we click on that ad. So it's just a so the company get better response and instant response from the customers, and after going that ads we also purchase that item. There is chances that we can purchase that item. So it, so we can say companies have better response and also the instant actions from the customers. So from both customer view and business view it is beneficial. So here is the some example or type of mobile advertising like SMS ad. SMS ad are sent to our mobile numbers by the company, and WAP display ad, that is wireless application protocol app display ads, means that when we you are using any mobile app, so we get some ads that is sponsored by that mobile app or related to that mobile app. Search ad. Search ad appears when we are searching or browsing something on internet and we can see that there are some ad appears that may be that is maybe impropriety or that may be useful or non useful for us. App display ad. App display ad appears when we are using any applications on our mobile phones. Push notification occasionally comes when we are browsing on internet and suddenly we get a pop up that see order by this and something like information related to anything, that is called push notifications or pop up ads. Second is business to business applications. Above till now we have discussed about the business to consumer applications ki how mobile commerce is useful from the business to consumer view. Now we will discuss about how mobile commerce is useful from business to business view. So business to business applications, that is also called B2B applications. So here ordering and delivering confirmation. Mobile phones can be used by dealers to order products. Mobile phones can be used to gather information about the status of consignment during transport and delivery process. Real-time consignment tracking. So, mobile so like a a businessman have ordered something from the other businessman, and they can, so using mobile phones, they he can he or she can also track the details or status of its consignment using the locations service of mobile phones. Also, he or she can order online to that about that order to that businessman. Stock tracking and control. Mobile tracking can be connected with the inventory of a store. It can track warehouse status also. Means that using mobile phones we can also track the about the amount of goods available in our warehouse. Now, our most important point is structure of mobile commerce. So mobile commerce is structured in this way. First is user have some mobile commerce application. Mobile commerce application is connected to some mobile station. Mobile stations are connected to mobile middleware have connected to wireless network and then wired network, and and that wired network is connected to host computer. Sometime maybe a user's computer, or sometime maybe the that computer from that user want to get information, that is web server or database server. Let's discuss all these points. First is mobile commerce application. Mobile commerce application is a content provider implement an application by a content provider implement a application by providing two sets of program. Client side program give the nice user interface to users, and server side program perform database access and computation decide on host computers. Means mobile commerce applications are categorized in two parts. First is client side. Client side is user that use that mobile commerce application, and server side that gives response of for the client side request, and it all reside on the host computer, both server side program and client side program. Mobile station. Mobile station present user interfaces to the end user who specify their request on their interfaces. The mobile station then relay user request to other component and display the processing result later using the interfaces. So mobile station what in actually mobile station what will do, it gets it gets the it gets the request from the client, or you say users, and after accepting that request he send that request to mobile station send that request to mobile applications, and it and display the result that is get by the mobile applications. Mobile middleware. The major purpose of mobile middleware is to seamlessly and transparently map internet content to mobile stations that support a wide variety of operating system, markup language, micro browsers, and protocols. Most mobile middleware also encrypt the communication in order to provide some level of security for transactions. As we already, as I have already told, the main layer, the main part of the structure of mobile commerce is mobile commerce application. So mobile commerce application provide user interface. For user interface, it support a wide variety of operating system, markup language, micro browser, and protocols. And it may be chance that these these micro browser and protocols protocols can be hacked by someone. So to provide security over communication, to provide security to our transactions, because our transactions are very important, because sometimes we all also do some transaction related to our bank's money, or if the transactions are leaks, so there may be chances of hacking. so to to secure our transactions, we use mobile middleware. Mobile middleware After that, wireless network. Mobile commerce is possibly mainly because of the availability of wireless network. User requests are delivered to either the closest wireless access point, that is wireless local area network environment, or a base station, that is cellular wireless cellular network environment. The wireless network is must, or we can say necessary for mobile commerce. Wire network. This component is optional for mobile commerce system. However, most computer servers usually reside on wire networks such as internet. So user requests are routed to these servers using interport using transport and or or security mechanism provided by wire network. as we have as I was told that wireless network is must for mobile commerce, but wired network may be or may not be available in mobile commerce mobile commerce system, because wired network is reside only on server side, not on clients and host computers. This component is similar to one used in electronic commerce, which include three kind of software. Users requests are generally acted upon this component. So host computer is the main computer that hosts that information. Let to let explain it better. So for to better explain the above procedure, below figure give a flowchart showing how a user request is processed by a component in a mobile. To better explain the above procedure, below figures give a flowchart showing how a user request is processed by a component in mobile commerce system. So here here is the request goes from mobile user. So first mobile user send some instructions to mobile station. Mobile station send that request to mobile middleware. Mobile middleware encrypt that request and send to host computer through wireless network and wire network. Host computer read that request and send back to send back to mobile middleware through wire network and wireless network. So it send back to mobile middleware that decrypt that encrypted message and back to send back to mobile station read that response and send read that response and send back to mobile users get response. So in this following way, mobile user request send to host computer send back to response. Now advantage of mobile commerce. Mobile commerce is beneficial for both type of business, large scale and small scale. This the mobile commerce. Mobile commerce is beneficial both type of business, large scale and small scale. The mobile users are increasing day by day. So m-commerce business gets larger and growing marketplace for mild range of goods and services. It has following its major advantage are because m-commerce covers a wide distance. Since mobile commerce is totally wireless, so it can cover a wireless network, as mobile commerce is only technology which is not necessary for any person social and business life than computer. So it is easy to reach users through m-commerce. And one or most of the region for cover wide range is wireless network. Consumer deal. As more users use m-commerce, there are a lot of companies that uses m-commerce site to reach them by giving different and better deal in comparison of their competitors. Saving. Companies try to reach to consumer directly through m-commerce, so users have no need to go far to go store physically, and at the end it saves user time and money. Easy to use. Since mobile commerce is to- easy to use, there is no need of skilled consumer. Buyer can just have a look on thousands of items on their cell phone and choose what they require. So a good example of mobile commerce, you can see Amazon or Flipkart. Here there we get lot of items available related to our search, and simply we don't need any prior information. We can see the picture of that items and just click on that item and get information about that item, or simply can buy and then can buy that item easily. So we no need to go any physically any stores to buy that item. We can order that item residing on our homes or anywhere. Disadvantage of m-commerce: since every invention has its own merits and demerits, so it applicable in this m-commerce business also. So first disadvantage is smartphone limitations. Since mobile phones have no big screen like desktop and laptop, so sometimes user try to navigate more and more to choose just one item from thousand. It affects shopping rate. Habituate: every new technology has some problem at the starting phase. Here m-commerce is new application, so sometimes people avoid to change, which are rapid change as they are habituated to buy product from e-commerce. Risk factor: each business has its own risk factor. Some mobile commerce is the growing field, and a lot of investment in this field has become risky because technology changes day by day. Moreover, there is less security in wireless network, so in data transfer hacking chances are more. So risk factor: each business has its own risk. Some mobile commerce is growing field. Same mobile commerce is the growing field, and a lot of investment in this field has become risky because new technology changes by day. Moreover, there is less security in wireless networks, so in data transfer hacking chances are more. Connectivity: mobile commerce need high speed connectivity of 3G or 4G. Otherwise, it is become hectic for users to go through entire product purchase process. Thank you.